Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. Hopefully I waited long enough. I've noticed when I was reviewing my streams that apparently, even after it says it's gone live, it still takes another few seconds before it'll actually, like, go live, which is weird, but that's, I guess, the way it is. Part of, I guess, streaming straight from the, PlayStation 4 does that. Anyway, let us go back to the Watcher because they requested a word with us before we leave. He? I guess it's he. Hydaelyn called the Watcher a he, so. That. Okay, it's just straight up a random store. I guess the store makes concepts of these items we want to buy. Actually, is anything I can get here better than what I currently have? Let's see. That is not as good. It looks like Morag's hat from Xenoblade Chronicles 2, so I'm kind of intrigued. That actually looks like it wouldn't be half bad of a glam. I'm actually half tempted to get it and glamour it. Of course, it would require spending a lot of money, so maybe at a later time. 'Cause you can tell by only my 3.5 million gil that I have not gotten much into the money-making market yet. So, and with how the raised teleportation fees, I kind of need to scrimp a little bit until I can get maybe a comfortable 5 million gil. And then I can start spending it willy-nilly on things. Oh, they're not waiting for me up here. They're waiting down there, I guess. Okay. Just assumed automatically that the Watcher was up here, but I remember now. We met on the surface of the moon, and Xenos walked past me. I guess he realized, you know, I have better things to do at the moment than fight him. You know, we can have our fight at a later time. When the fate of the world isn't hanging in the balance, although he kind of wanted the fate of the world to be in the balance to cause our fight in the first place, but he realizes that I'd be distracted. Oh, goodness. Okay. You're somewhere down here. I know you are. There you are. Didn't mention it yesterday, but I like this guy's coat. Just the color patterns, how it's, you know, pale blue on the bottom and purple at the top. And it's got this faint star pattern in it. It's really neat. What is this? Weapon. Okay. Before we speak at length, I believe a change of surrounds is in order. I have more than ill tidings to share, you see. I sensed others arriving not long ago. Though my communions with Hydaelyn have grown infrequent, I have learned enough from her to know that these are your comrades. And as luck would have it, they have already reached my abode. Come, let us join them. I was literally just there, lols. Alright then. I get to explain all of this to my friends. This is going to be interesting, to say the least. I'm not sure how any of us are going to take any of this. It's like, yeah, I killed Zodiark, and in doing so caused the final days. Xenos is running loose somewhere in the world because he wants to fight me at a later time when I'm not distracted with trying to save the world. Or something. And Fantaxy is also dead. Hello, everybody. At least 3 people. The twins and Graha didn't come? I guess they're busy. Alright. Yes, they are indeed the 3 I sensed. Dare I ask what happened before we arrived? Don't. No, do not, Thancred. It's a long story. May we presume this being is native to the moon, is a native of the moon. Hi, what's up? Thank goodness you are unharmed. We did what we could to subdue the tempered before making our way here. We might want to hurry back. Not without casualties, unfortunately. Some few detonated explosives, killing themselves and others. The contingent's healers had their hands full tending to the injured and enthralled when we took our leave. Lest you wonder, Mistress Kyle hath also been delivered unto their care. Serving as a conduit for Hydaelyn's power hath taken its toll, but she will recover in due course. As for Alphino and Alice, they insisted on remaining in Garlemald while we 3 rushed to your aid. It appears, however, that matters here have already come to a conclusion. It's... But what manner of conclusion, if I might ask? And is this the ally of whom Hydaelyn bade you seek out? He is not unlike the Shades of Amarat. Not unlike, perhaps, but not the same. I was created by Hydaelyn together with this place. It has ever been my duty to keep vigil over Zodiark, or rather, it was my duty. Yeah, I killed Zodiark and, oh, that's a new talking animation. The way my hands are moving. That's not normal conversing hand motions. That's normal conversing hand motions. Then Zodiark is no more? Yep. And not without consequence, I'm afraid, for now the delicate weave of the star, preserved by his presence, will begin to unravel. If you mean to avert the final days, you shall have need of... Oh, are you alright? My attempts to forestall Zodiark's release have all but exhausted my strength. If you might allow me to rest a short while, I will share with you all I can. Please do. You need not exert yourself on our account. These crystals contain records of your time here, yes? May we peruse them while we wait? By all means. If you would review them chronologically, might I suggest beginning with those on the upper floor? I shall leave that to you, Shalyn, while I see what can be gleaned from the crystals on the lower levels. A moment longer, friend. Pray review the records on the upper floor, and I will see if there is aught to be learned down here. Oh, I didn't even realize there was a way even lower. Probably just, like, storage, given that these are giant boxes. Anything over here? Any Thancred or any Urianger? Nope. Okay. There's a Thancred. Zodiark defeated. While he may have been in an incomplete state, that's nevertheless an impressive feat. But even if you hadn't, his demise was inevitable. Fandaniel would have seen to it one way or another. That said, he probably would have wielded Zodiark's power to wreak untold destruction before taking his own life, making this the better of the 2 unfavorable outcomes. True enough, Thancred, trying to alleviate any guilt I might feel. Dost thou suppose our host hath maintained his solitary vigil since the very beginning, without rest or relief? If so, these records comprise the sum total of his existence. We must needs handle them with care. Ever thoughtful, Urianger. As you gaze into the crystal, ancient knowledge of Zodiark flows through your mind. Daily summary, no abnormalities detected. Daily summary, no abnormalities detected. Daily summary, no abnormalities detected. These appear to be records of a very long, lonely vigil on the moon, dating back to the beginning of Zodiark's imprisonment. Wow. I mean, I guess as a being created by Hydaelyn, the Watcher probably wouldn't mind complete, unchanging life, since she wields the power of stasis. As you get into the crystal, knowledge of past calamities flows through your mind. The records describe how, with each rejoining, Zodiark's thirst for freedom grew, as did the strain on the brands. Maintaining Zodiark's imprisonment appears to tax Hydaelyn greatly. Warmly growing crystal. As you gaze into the crystal, knowledge of past rejoinings flows through your mind. The records describe the Watcher's efforts to prepare in the event Zodiark broke free from his prison. The records go on to describe the maintenance carried out regularly with the Loperids, though it is unclear who or what they are. Baby buns! When do I get to meet the baby buns? Brightly growing crystal. As you gaze into the crystal, a record of an unexpected visitor flows through your mind. The records note the Watcher's musings when Elidibus is spotted on the moon, though clearly not for the first time. It is clear he and his brethren have a keen interest in freeing Zodiark from his prison, and yet they have made no attempts to destroy the brands. Perhaps they prefer he remain hidden from mortal eyes until the final rejoining. Perhaps they realized we would never dare bring harm to Zodiark so long as he remains imprisoned. Did you learn anything of import? So it is as we suspected. Maintaining the brands requires a great deal of her energy and focus, and this cost has grown higher with every rejoining. That would explain why contact with her has become rather infrequent since the 7th Umbral Calamity. I too had made a startling discovery. This heavenly body we know as the moon was in fact created by Hydaelyn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Watcher told me that last time. When the Watcher said he was created together with this place, I thought he only meant this facility. Truly, Hydaelyn's powers are far beyond anything I had imagined. So she created Mare Lamentorum as well as just the moon itself. I thank you for affording me this short reprieve.
It is we who should thank you. The records stored here are nothing short of extraordinary. There is much we could learn of Zodiark and his imprisonment, but perhaps you could offer us more focused guidance. Pray, tell us of the calamity that came before and comes now again.
Long ago, before the Great Sundering, there was but a single world, Aetherius. day, from within the earth, a terrible cry issued forth, effecting a profound change in all manner of life. That stupid worm. We were not exempt. Our creation magics ran rampant, giving shape and form to thoughts of hopelessness and despair. At first, the phenomenon was limited to a single region, but quickly, so very quickly, it spread and engulfed the whole of the star.
Were the ancients ever able to deduce its source?
They were not. However, the convocation struck upon a method to predict where next the corruption would manifest. The etheric energies which flowed through all of creation in the form of various currents. The currents which coursed through the land and the seas. Those which flow through the very air. And those of a celestial nature which encompass both our star and this moon.
Celestial currents. I cannot say I am familiar with the concept.
Nor would I expect you to be. Few scholars of our time knew of their existence. Their invaluable knowledge helped us to better understand the nature of the calamity. Like the terrestrial ones of earth and air, the celestial currents form a vast network, but the ethereal distribution is not consistent. The convocation soon realized that the inciting incidents occurred in regions where the flow was weakest. Correlation without clear cause, ultimately. Nevertheless, on closer study, a stagnancy of ether was observed in the nearby currents. Stagnancy. That implies light.
And so they sought a means to harness the forces of darkness, of activity and growth. Thus was Zodiark conceived. No less a power than a god's could set right the laws of nature and quicken the flow of ether within the star.
Precisely. With the advent of Zodiark, our end was averted.
Selk claimed that those who summoned Hydaelyn did so because they saw Zodiark's power as a threat. Is that true?
Indeed, there was a faction opposed to Zodiark's creation, but their aim was never to unmake him. They understood the continued preservation of the natural order was dependent on his very existence. Until we could identify and address the underlying cause of the final days, he would need to remain, for his departure would set in motion those apocalyptic forces once more. Hydaelyn recognized this as well, and so, rather than destroy, she sundered Zodiark herself and the star into lesser reflections that she might confine him in this place. So she sundered him on purpose. I could have sworn she beseeched me to banish the darkness. Perhaps she did, but as with all beings, intent is not always in accord with spoken word. Hydaelyn and Zodiark are both constructs of man, approximations of perfection limited by our own imperfections. Zodiark was, without question, the more powerful of the two, having been born from the sacrifice of half Aetherius' population. Thus it was necessary for Hydaelyn to commit herself wholly to his defeat. Still more effort was needed to confine him. Maintaining the brands taxed her greatly. With what power she dared spare, she cried out to any who might listen and offered her blessing to those who heeded her call. Though it was likely within her power to do so, I believe she did not wish to speak of Aetherius and her history. Like Zodiark, Hydaelyn's purpose is a reflection of her creators. They wish to look to the future and not linger in a prison of the past.
The Ascians set in motion 7 rejoinings before we came to oppose them. How many more worlds would have been lost had we not placed our faith in her? How many more souls living in the present would have been snuffed out for the sake of those long dead?
Well, in light of recent events, I see no reason to doubt your words. And even if Hydaelyn is not a god in truth, if Minfilia believed that we should trust in her plans, then I choose to do just that. Which brings me to a rather important question. Let's suppose we try but fail to stop this second coming of the final days. Should the source fall, what will become of the other worlds?
The non-climate is more fitting than you know. Nomenclature. Word is fancy. Bring ruin to the source, and its reflections will share its fate. Ah, it is ready. This way, if you would be so kind. beautiful sight, is it not?
Yes, but what is it?
Hydaelyn knew better than any that her power was not absolute. Indeed, she has ever struggled to hold Zodiark and his faithful at bay. She feared the worst, so she made preparations. In the event of his demise, there would be a contingency. The moon is more than a prison. It is a vessel capable of bearing the people of Aetheris to a safe harbor. You need not go far to find its pilots. In fact, I should be happy to take you to them. And fulfill my final duty as Watcher in the dark. Lower direct hit rate, but everything else is higher. Also doesn't have critical hit. It's still higher level though, so that is... The important thing is it will raise my item level slightly. I should very much like to hear more of this extraordinary story. It may be true, but others will struggle to believe it. I can scarcely believe it myself. The moon is a ship? Well, now I've heard everything. The time has come for you to be on your way. The crater at the heart of Mare Lamentorum, where Zodiark was imprisoned, is not so easily traversed, however. Let us call upon Argos, the familiar whom you met earlier. He should have no trouble bearing you across. Doggo! As Hydaelyn created me as the jailer, so too did she create Argos as the guard. It is in his nature to appear when needed, and yet he is nowhere to be found. Strange. Mayhap the imbalancing of either has affected him. Let us make for the crushing brand and attempt to call upon him there. You need but recall the path you walked with Argos, and you will find your way. Ah, yeah, about that. I wasn't paying much attention. If he labors in service to Hydaelyn's plan, I see no reason not to do as he suggests. Shall we make for this crushing brand, then? Yeah, sure about that. I totally don't know where I'm going, because it was like using GPS. You just listen and you go without really thinking in your head where you're going. So it's going to be a bit of hit and miss to find the path. Oh, no, not this way. I feel like that door should open. Just saying. Alright, I think I can barely see the path I need to take. north. That's one I can't get to, at least not unless I go way far around. It's just still so beautiful to see. Alright, I believe... Okay, yeah, it's down here. Hold on. Where am I going? Okay, this way. Practically touching the dot. Why have I not discovered this area yet? Probably have to actually fly to it. Alright, it said north, right? Northwest. Yep, there it is. Literally on the other side of this chasm. How to get up there. Of course, if I really wanted to cheat, I could probably try to travel to the same instance as Jubs and just have him take me to all of these. If he's even around. It doesn't look like I'm getting any luck. Doing like figure skating moves. With little preparation, it might be possible to traverse the gap on foot. Then again, it would be a long, long way down if one should slip. Perhaps another time. So close and yet so far. Does not the harsh terrain remind you of somewhere we've been before? The Dravanian Forelands, aye. A place that rejects the intrusion of outsiders, where solitude reigns supreme. At the very least, it sounds suitable for Zodiark's prison. Naught could prepare me for the boundless beauty of Aetherius, shining, shimmering amidst a sea of stars. Words. A blue sapphire, but one of countless other jewels brimming with life, no doubt. So the world is not Hydaelyn. We've only known it as Hydaelyn. It is in fact Aetherius. The place we seek is just ahead at the Chlorophoskrat. You see, Argos cannot manifest without sufficient concentrations of ambient ether. You would be hard-pressed to find a greater confluence inside this cavern. Follow me. This is where the botanists get their stuff. Okay. Curious. This place does call to mind Pla Annie, home of the Numo. True enough. It kinda does. The guard of Zodiark's prison, eh? Blood-red eyes, slavering maw, and built like a behemoth, I'd imagine. Let's hope he's friendly. I think he's a very cute doggo. Just saying. The entire cave is thrumming with ambient ether. Alas, any further analysis will have to wait. Yes, here will do nicely. The lunar spongoi draw ether from the ground, which is then dispersed in the air. At present, however, the ambient energies are not quite sufficient for Argos to manifest. Might you be willing to spare some of your own to help the spongoi along? Unfortunately, Thancred cannot participate in that. Doggo! Hello, doggo. Argos manifests in a flash. He seems glad to see you again. A most fascinating creation of Hydaelyn's, would you not agree? Should the need arise, he is even able to create reflections of himself on a whim. Though I assure you it was no reflection which accompanied you earlier to the brand. No, Argos was quite eager to be at your side then, as he is now, it seems. I cannot recall when last he showed such an affinity for anyone. Indeed, I thought him more likely to shy away from you and your companions. Perhaps it was more than a sense of duty that compelled him to aid you before. Aw, Doggo likes me. As for your companions... Unexpected, but greatly appreciated. I believe we are all ready. Then let us return outside that you may cross the chasm. Doggo! Doggos for everyone! I was expecting something more intimidating and a little less man's best friend. To whom wouldst Hydaelyn entrust the command of so grand a vessel, I wonder? Dalamud has long been described as the loyal hound of Menfina due to its relation to the greater moon. It seems highly improbable, if not impossible, for ancient peoples to have known of Argos, but now I wonder if there is some connection. Argos favors you with what could almost be described as a conspiratorial grin. Oh, Doggo likes me. I wonder if we're gonna get Doggo as a mount. Your destination is the structure there across the Cradle of Darkness. But climb onto Argos' back and he will take care of the rest. Once you arrive, it should not take long to find the ship's crew. The facility is designed to rouse them from their slumber in the event of Zodiark's destruction. Heed their counsel. Together you may guide the star and its people to a kinder fate. This is where we part ways, but know that I shall ever be watching and praying for your success. Our allies' assurances notwithstanding, we cannot be certain what awaits us on the other side, so perhaps it would be best if we did not all go at once. I propose the two of us cross first, while Thancred and Iriganche wait here. Let's ride the Doggos! Onward! Doggos! Malefic aether yet permeates the crater, remnants of Zodiark most like. I am riding this dog side saddle. That's actually kind of adorable. I kind of love it. I am riding the dog side saddle. If only I rode red actual horses side saddle. Like the Elizin do. Apparently Elizin women are the only ones who ride horses side saddle. This structure is enormous, though that is hardly surprising given the size of the average Amarantine. Glowing Doggos! Apologies for the wait. Right then, let us head inside and... Oh? Doggos! Goodbye, Doggos. Most intriguing. A means by which he conserveth his energy, mayhap. Well, I certainly wouldn't want him to blink out of existence on our account, helpful as he's been. Thank you, Argos. We'll take things from here. Good doggo! Such a good doggo! If Argos is to remain without, let us not keep him waiting over long. He's such a good doggo! Doggo need ear scritches. It is huge, my goodness. Like, even if I were Amarat in height, that's still enormous. So I guess I can ride Doggo out of this place if I need to. It looks kind of like an aetheryte. Oh, it is an aetheryte! Okay! Truly a marvel beyond description. Its scale is reminiscent of Amarat, or rather the replica we visited in the first. Such intense music. Oh, there's the aetheryte. Okay.
Our moonship pilot should be around here somewhere. Is that right?
Are they the baby buns? Are we gonna meet the baby buns? It's the baby buns! We get to meet the baby buns! Yay! It's playing the victory fanfare. Good morning, baby buns! Nice to meet you. They're so cute. The look of utter shock on everyone's faces. Baby buns, hug them all. They're all mine. My babies. Oh. Again, excuse the yawns.
Look lively, everyone! I know, this 1243rd inspection is a mite ahead of schedule, but it is of the utmost importance, for Zodiark, alas, is no more. As of now, our mighty moon has a new purpose, to bear the people of Etheirys to safety! Our time has come, my friends!
The baby buns! They're so cute! They are so cute!
We must be swifter than swift. There is much to do before our guests arrive.
Is that
I
us?
expect your workstations to be immaculate. And don't forget to relay our signal to Etheirys. Questions? Yes? No? Maybe so? No? Then hop to it!
Surprising lack of, like, surprise or panic on their parts. We all just look so shocked.
Is a rather curious crew she have chosen. Their endearing forms intended to ease the passengers' hearts, perhaps.
Sure, you can think that if you want, Arianji.
Perhaps.
Pancrin is still so shocked. Oh my gosh. Baby buns. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Baby buns. Alright, so yeah, there's the aetheryte, and that's just something. Given the present crisis, Hydaelyn doubtless thought to facilitate cooperation betwixt pilot and passenger. Indeed, 'twould require a heart as hard as diamond to raise one's voice in anger to beings possessed of such profound saccharinity. That's I think the word he's using, because Urianger is Uriangering again. I find Urianger's reasoning somewhat flimsy, but the crew seem amicable enough. I love that that's the solution Urianger came up with. Oh, I love Urianger. They must be the Loperits mentioned in the Watcher's records. Not at all what I expected, but the Watcher did bid us heed their counsel. I assume the one who gave that rousing speech was their leader, though we might have to ask about in order to track them down. Come on, let us be about it. Go find the baby buns! Baby buns! But first explore, because explore. Oh no. Is this gonna be their names? Oh no, I'm gonna die from their adorableness. Oh hey, free Aether Current. They're all mine, no one can touch them. They're all mine. My babies. Every last one of them. Apparently there are Loperits you have to fight out here. That's unfortunate. Alright. Cannot head out this direction. Okay. East. That way. Through the wall. Hairy situation. Her names all end with way. It is yet another way to the center. Southeast. Okay, I think that's the same one, maybe? I probably could just fall down there if I really wanted to, but let's be slightly dignified about this. Alrighty. Why are they so stupidly cute? Baby buns. The Loperits Bandits all appear to have set about their tasks. Whither is their leader, I wonder? Camping way. So cute! So cute! Ah! Nothing I want to purchase. Oh, there's another Aether Current. I guess the only way to get to it is to fall onto the platform? The need to fly is very pressing. That is a little too soon. Alright. Now I should be able to get to it. Here we go. What? Ah, they're so cute. Why are they so stupidly cute? Oh wait, hold on. The leader of the crew? Not me, I'm afraid. Singing Way's the name. I'm in charge of the construction and maintenance of the atmospheric circulation system. Only the crispest, cleanest air for the people of Aetherius, and that's a promise. Such a fascinating apparatus, though it's hard to believe it could house so many crew members. Even so, if there's nothing else here to suggest other types of accommodation. Rabbit bunch! Maybe Hydaelyn just likes cute things. Why are they so cute? They have cute names too! Mlem, mlem, mlem. Leader? No. Sleeping Way. My job is... Perhaps I'd better ask. I love how their names describe their personalities and their job and stuff. It's just... it's so cute! It's so cute! I am dying from the cuteness! Oh, there's Thancred. I only saw them from a distance, but their fur was brown, if that helps at all. Snappy little parrot. Grumping way, Kappa. Recording way. Oh my, but isn't this exciting? I've never seen one of your kind up close before. Would you mind if I take some measurements of your body, just for reference, of course? You can discuss with Tataru. I will Send her a message. Bun. Hello, Bun. Oh, you are the Bun. Okay. What? How in the... When did you get here? Who let you in? Why wasn't I told? Take me to your leader. Were you the one giving orders earlier? Me? Oh, yes, of course. As the only one around here capable of doing anything properly, it falls to me to take charge of the others. Well, looks like you beat us here. Your friends, I take it? Is this all of them? Everyone who came with me currently. A group comprised entirely of children. What must their parents be thinking? This isn't a nursery after all, though perhaps we should build one. Or did we build one already? No matter, you needn't worry your pretty little heads. All will be well, I promise. But goodness me, we shouldn't be standing about gawping. I must take you to meet the others. Right. You have the same perspective as the Amaratines, I guess. If you could run back toward the entrance, you'll find a path that leads to the central platform on the upper floor. There is no wrong way to reach it, but it's the large glowing ball in the center, if you should find yourselves lost. I shall gather the others and meet you there. Well then, back to the upper floors it is. Why do all these people look at us like we're children? We are adults, dang it! I have my own baby! What's back here anyway? Any more Aether currents? There's one to the east. Probably not inside. Moon sail. Okay. All the way up. This hill is absurdly steep, I'll have you know. Oh, there they go again. They're just running in circles around this place. There is the ball. The blue ball. Lols. Tis astounding how the Loperites, despite their diminutive stature, are able to maintain such gargantuan facilities. He likes the word Loperite. I'm just saying. Every time we talk to him, I think he says it out loud. Given their size, getting from one end to this place to the other must be exhausting. I honestly don't know how they do it. They're bunnies. They have tons of energy. The etheric composition and density of the sphere is quite similar to the crystalline concepts we've seen before. It likely shares their capacity for storing memories and knowledge. Visitors at last, welcome! Why don't we have your name yet?
Right, of course. Introductions are in order. My name is Livingway, and we are the Loperites. created for the express purpose of commanding this ship and bearing the people of Aetheris to a brave new world. More specifically, I am the one whom she charged with the execution of her most vital plans. You might say I'm her right paw. Nothing weighs the name, map reader and navigator of the heavens.
Pleasure to meet you all, but I'm still trying to make sense of this.
Confusion and bewilderment are completely understandable. Fear not, I shall walk you through it. The people of Aetheris, through no fault of your own, I'm sure, set in motion a series of events that, unfortunately, culminated in Zodiark's obliteration.
Yeah, it totally wasn't me who killed him.
Acutely aware of the imminent crisis, your parents sent you little ones on ahead while they began the necessary preparations.
Whee! Oh boy.
Still not following? No? Very well, I shall elaborate further. Here, we have Aetheris, your home, and the moon, where we are now. Without Zodiark around to keep things lively, so to speak, the celestial currents of the star have doubtless begun to degrade. A calamity of apocalyptic proportions will be visited upon Aetheris, bringing an end to all life. Very sad, that.
So too hath the Watcher claimed. By thine unperturbed countenance, I gather this eventuality was anticipated.
The doom and gloom. Oh yes, quite expected. Imagine, if you will, that Aetheris is a delicious carrot that I've forgotten to eat and left out in the midday sun. The most earnest wishes or prayers will not stop it from rotting to the core. So sadly, there's nothing to be done but to abandon said carrot, Aetheris, in case the metaphor is lost on you, to its grisly fate.
And this moon will serve as the vessel to deliver us to a new home.
Just so! We will gather up as many people, supplies, and resources as our stores will hold. And then, once everyone is aboard, it's off to another star. Easier said than done, admittedly, for one does not simply hop from star to star on a whim, which is precisely why we've spent countless years constructing the most propulsive of propulsion systems. We ought to make it to our destination in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail.
So would Midgard Sormar be able to tell us a good place to go? He's still sleeping.
Impressive technology. I dare say it is beyond anything we have ever seen.
No need to shower us with praise. All we've done is faithfully carry out the instructions left to us by Hydaelyn. Back in the old days, when she was still just Venar, she was dedicated to the study of the world and its inner workings. And the Watcher, the real one, not the simulacrum you met, was one of her fellow researchers. We and this wondrous vessel masquerading as a moon are products of their knowledge and know-how.
There's certainly more to you all than meets the eye. Might I ask where exactly you intend to take us?
We identified a few promising candidates for resettlement some time ago, but we cannot guarantee that they are fit for habitation. Moreover, the ship can only travel in short bursts. We intend to go down our list, hopping from star to star, until we find one suitable for resettlement. No need to worry, though. The vessel is being refurbished with accommodation for an extended stay as we speak. While we did have to rely upon outside help to determine what amenities were essential, I dare say we have risen to the challenge.
Help? From who?
From you and yours! Who else? Each time we woke to perform regularly scheduled maintenance, we were greeted by the resources you sent us. What better way to learn about preferences and proclivities of our present-day charges? But you're still adorable little children. Perhaps your elders were responsible for the deliveries.
I'm not sure what led you to conclude otherwise, but I can assure you that we are all grown men and women. And I very much doubt my elders know this place exists, much less how to send you so much as a starlight missive.
What? Then who in blazes let you on my moon?
Fandaniel, Wolf. Also, Hydaelyn sent me here. She told me to come here.
Hydaelyn herself led you here.
Yep, she did.
You don't say! Well, that's really not children. Then why are you so small and stunted? Like little baby carrot people.
Well, it's playing this music.
Well, Amarotines were a great deal taller. In the present day, persons of such prodigious size are exceedingly rare.
So, you're saying everyone's not like the Watcher?
Indeed. We are not that tall.
Oh, confound it all! Someone could have at least scribbled a note about your profound miniaturization.
That tome in thy possession.
Oh, this? One of the first books sent to us. A compendium of the people of Aetheris, with a few blank pages at the back for minor corrections and updates as needed. The sum total of our knowledge of your kind is contained in these pages.
It might be outdated then, I'm just saying.
I thought it was abridged and made small for our benefit, but this isn't a regular-sized book, is it?
Well. No reason to panic, Living Way.
Building Way, can you hear me? Yes, we're all very busy. Change of plans. I need you to rebuild the domiciles at 1/3 the scale. All of them. Yes, all of them, and but me no buts. See to it with all speed.
Oh, goodness.
Perhaps you could tell us a bit more about your terrestrial collaborators.
Yes, in due time. But first, I'd like to hear more about you, if it's all the same. I'd rather not risk any other complications due to outdated knowledge of our passengers-to-be.
Well, the people of Aetherius are many and diverse. I'll have to put on this clothes later when I am someplace where I can glamour it. Actually, I could just travel a place. How much will it cost, I wonder? Let's see. It only costs 388 to go to Mist. Ah, boy. Let's see. Everywhere else, well over 1,000. Ah, that's why I didn't buy all the junk. Really? It costs 100 to travel when I'm literally standing right on top of it? Wow. Okay then. Alright. Oh well, that's gonna help a little bit. Thank you, Xena. Good timing. Okay. It's still not wonderful, but it's slightly more passable. I love the ironic timing. I don't think she's watching, but she had wonderful sense of timing to activate those because I didn't notice they were off. All right, let's go. Equip this gear, get it glamored, and then come back. It would be nice if every place near an aetherite would just apply glamour plates, but that's not the case. So really enough room on the moon for all the people, at least as many people as we can fit, because that's a lot of people. Alright, inventory, pop this open. Pretty sure that's going to be better than what I currently have. Yes. Ooh! Ooh, I actually really like ye. Ooh. Ooh, I actually really like ye. It's good. It's very good. Alright, we're taking off the glamour plate. We're doing it. Remove plate link. We are going to wear this. Because it looks so good. I like this coat. Like it a lot. So I did this travel, didn't need to do it. Oh, there's a big old bag on my butt. Okay. I teleported here for no reason. Yay! Well, you know, you never know. Alright. Pay over 1,000 gil to travel back. And I'm guessing I'll get the rest of the set eventually by doing these quests. All the way back up. Eventually I'll get the new relic gear, but I'm still not even level 85 yet, so that'll be a while. Before long there's gonna be a billion side quests pop up here. Whee! I should have realized something was amiss when Living Way referred to us as children. What other delightful misconceptions do they hold, I wonder? Why do I get the feeling we're going to have our hands full dealing with the Loporrits? 'Tis unfortunate that the domiciles were constructed in error, but their willingness to perform such sweeping renovations is a testament to their commitment. I cannot fathom the resources required for a facility so vast. Oh dear, I certainly hope Building Way can complete the renovations before more guests arrive. Or perhaps we should leave them as they are? That way you'd have more space to lounge about. Right then, now that you're here, we need you to teach us all you can about your people and quickly. It won't be long before the final days are upon us in all their terrible grandeur, so it is imperative that we be prepared to receive our passengers to be. If there's anything at all that may displease them, it must be addressed post-haste. And address it we shall, but here at Bestways Borough, we have assembled everything required to offer our guests the best way forward. We have produced myriad amenities we understand to be essential for day-to-day living and wish to hear your opinions on them. Well, this is going to be interesting. I'm sure you've all worked up an appetite, so why don't we start with foodstuffs? Meet me at the Caratorium and we'll see about filling your bellies. The fact that it's called the Caratorium is just... it's just not one for enthusiasm. The notion of Aetherius rotting to its core being a matter of course is rather concerning, though. Nevertheless, let us take this opportunity to learn more of the Loporrits and this vessel. Alright, so... just a door that'll open? Well, it's down, so maybe a door down there? Let's see. Can I just jump off? I can. Whee! Pain. Nothing way. We're all gonna die someday, so what if it happens a little sooner? Well, aren't you depressing? That is very rainbow. That is exceptionally rainbow. West. I'm heading west, okay. Northwest. Why are these things aggressive? There it is. Now how to get up there. Continually the question I am questioning. Okay, that's how to get up to that one. Okay. Jump! Jump, Aryan, jump! Blasting away. Gimme! Gimme! Northwest. Straight west, okay. This way. They're like rainbow aetherites. Northwest. So it's up there. Or it should be, at least. Southeast. But it is apparently very far away. They have bunny ears. And why are they aggressive? They're supposed to be gardeners. Getting the feeling it's not. Well, it might still be inside here. Okay, yeah, it's not inside here. Somewhere over here in this space that we cannot reach yet. I guess we could reach it if we went out here. Loving Ways Darlings. Okay. There's this big old area we haven't seen. But it looks like we might go out in that direction. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so I can't reach any more Aether Currents in here. Let's continue the quest then. Hast thou spied the peculiar sentinels patrolling the vicinity? Approach them with caution, or better yet, not at all, for they make no distinction between friend or foe. Am I the only one who suspects we're not going to find anything edible whatsoever? No, Thancred, you're not the only one who thinks that. Given their earlier confusion regarding our size, I cannot help but wonder if they even know the first thing about us. You're a lot smaller than we expected, but I trust you still have large appetites, yes? It's gonna be all carrots, that's all it's gonna be here. Welcome to the Caratorium. Here we create prototypes of the various sundries required by our soon-to-be passengers. Allow me to introduce the head of foodstuff production. Cooking Way, pleasure to meet you all. Our work has involved no small amount of trial and error, but after many, many cycles of painstaking labor, I dare say we created the finest cuisine our guests could ask for. I've learned all about the essential nutrients for a healthy and balanced diet from the reference materials we received. Why, I've practically worn the words from those invaluable pages. Naturally, we've also considered the ease of growth and production. We will not want for ingredients. I must insist you try some. We have fresh stock recently prepared on account of, well, because we just woke up and we're all quite famished. Hop along the platforms here and you'll find the storage unit full to bursting with delectable delights. Help yourself to anything you like. Welp. Okay then. Let us see about finding this food. This wasn't the one I was supposed to climb. They're just multicolored carrots. They're rainbow carrots. That's all there is. It's rainbow carrots. I mean, I don't really think I'm too surprised, but at the same time, like, it's just carrots. This doesn't require a debate. We have work to do, so quit dragging your feet and get to it. You open the storage unit to find a rainbow-colored assortment of carrots. Blue carrot. Let's try the blue carrot. The blue variety is strangely supple to the touch and smells vaguely of mint. Its excessive length and girth only adds to the dubiousness of this so-called carrot. Sure, let's try to eat this carrot, and maybe I won't die. On second thought, you will like to simply take an obscenely large carrot for now. Due to its bizarre qualities, it would be prudent to ask Cooking Way whether it is safe to eat first. Oh, goodness. Dubious carrots. Obscenely large carrot. Oh, goodness. There's no telling where the others all went. I could probably run around and look for them, but I've done enough running around. So did any of our selections set your mouth to watering? Obscenely large carrot. Ah, yes, a fine choice. One of my personal favorites, actually. Please dig in. I'm eager to hear what you think. Okay. Let's eat this carrot. With great trepidation, you take a bite out of the carrot. You're taken by surprise when blue juices burst forth from the carrot and dribble down your chin. As you take your second bite, you can feel your mental faculties sharpening. Your mind opens to the universe, and for a brief moment, the mysteries of existence are simple and transformative truths. But the revelation is fleeting. When you finish the carrot, a sweet yet sour aftertaste lingers on your tongue, and then... I shouldn't be surprised considering one of the early fishing quests is literally called So Long and Thanks for All the Fish, but apparently after all these years, someone is still a fan of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I can't even. What does it do to me? Find your mind suddenly much sharper than usual. Okay. What did you think? Unlike anything you ever tasted, yes? The Philosopher's Carrot improves mental fortitude. Something of a shock at first bite, but it's well worth the enhanced powers of cognition. We have plenty of other varieties too. Bleeding carrots to improve blood flow, dream carrots to help with sleep. So you see, we have a carrot for every occasion. I want to do the Charlene comment, but I feel like just saying they're extraordinary. These carrots are extraordinary. Then why do you seem so disappointed? If they're lacking somehow, we need to know. I take it you too had a wide assortment of carrots to choose from and naught else? If I may ask, what exactly did these collaborators share with you about cuisine on Aetherius? Surely you are aware that we have an abundance of dishes and foods you could emulate. Of course we are, but, well, it was only quite recently that we established contact. Even holding a conversation was a struggle at first, so you can imagine our surprise when they sent a mountain of books and documents with no clear instructions. The sheer amount of information was overwhelming. If it wasn't for that encyclopedia we found, we would have been at a loss where to begin. So we decided, rather than divide our resources to prepare a variety of middling and potentially unsatisfying meals, it would be more efficient to devote our efforts to the production of a single perfect food. You know, I'm getting the feeling their contacts are actually the forum. I got that feeling. That's all well and good, but man cannot live on a few raw carrots alone. Have you ever considered cooking them? You mean steaming, boiling, roasting, and the like? I suppose we could prepare the carrots in other ways. But our primary concern was efficiency, and what's more efficient than sinking your teeth into a carrot fresh from production? A rather strange approach for one to take for one named Cooking Way, isn't it? Well, technically speaking, Cooking Way isn't my given name. When first created, we were all named in the old tongue. You know, that otherwise impenetrable parlance the Watcher speaks. After we received the great tome of words, a dictionary that is, from our collaborators, we learned your language. Adverbs, gerunds, present continuous verb conjugations, just the basics. Then we found terms related to our given tasks and used them to form new names. Aren't they helpful? No, not really, but it does explain a great deal. Wherefore didst thy kind deem such a change necessary? When the rest of your people arrive, we want to be certain they understand immediately what each of us does. You'd never be able to pronounce our original names anyway. I see. our critiques, such as they are, were helpful to you. Though if you should decide to preserve flora and fauna from Aetherius as well, we would be able to offer the passengers a more balanced diet. Until such a day, one I pray comes sooner than later, it would appear there is naught but carrots on the menu. It's just that was just the random Hitchhiker reference is like, why? Oh, I am so tickled. I am so tickled. Hungry for more carrots? Fear not, you can eat to your heart's content after you've seen the rest of Best Way Burrows. I hate to admit it, but I did rather like the carrots. While I'm sure the Loperids would hop at the chance to expound upon carrots in exhaustive detail, perhaps it's time we moved on. Really, Arianje? You're just, what's on your mind? Alright, I think we've had our fill of carrots for now. Let's move on to other necessities, shall we? Our clothing production is sure to impress. This way! Right, you gotta make clothing to our relative size. Oh boy. This feels rather crafterly to me. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. What is this battle music? What even is life anymore? This game has become something else entirely. It's hardly sun-silk tapestries, but perhaps we'll be pleasantly surprised. You maintain that positivity, Thancred. Do you suppose the clothes they prepared will be grossly oversized as the carrots? Probably, considering how big they thought we were. Garments born of the heavens, crafted with methods ancient and forgotten, dress befitting we who walk in shade, stewards of the esoteric. Arianje! Arianje! Aetherius to Arianje. Here we are, at the apparel production station. We've chosen to employ more traditional methods for this task. Creation magics! Hydaelyn, in her infinite wisdom, blessed us with the self-same affinity for magic her people possessed. We have other amazing talents, of course, and I know you're dying to hear about them, but I will regale you with the details another time. That said, we did run into a spot of trouble at first. Our magic alone was not sufficient to see our work done. In the end, we discovered crystallized ether was a wonderful catalyst that would provide us with the extra vis we needed. My, how resourceful. Ah, the sweet sound of recognition. You will also be impressed to hear we've read all about your habit of changing attire to match your chosen profession. For the sake of efficiency, I presume, this has also been taken into account with our designs. But why take my word for it when you can simply try on our clothes? Make yourselves known to the workers and they will see to the rest. Well. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Oh, wrong thing. That's what I wanted. Alright, hop to. Become a bunny, Shalyn. I know you're not actually a Viera, you are in fact a cat, but... Restless Loperit. Ah, it's you, one of the village visitors from Aetherius. Goodness me, Mappingway wasn't kidding. You really are smaller than the Watcher. Oh, right. You're here to try on a set of clothes, yes? Would you have me fashion... What would you have me fashion for you today? An outfit that embodies my bloodlust. Something simple yet functional, a fashionable and refined ensemble. Fashionable. Right. This will only take a moment. Just don't assault me like Tataru does. Shall's got this vaguely amused look on her face. There we are, all finished! A perfect fit, if I do say so myself. I'll be honest, I know nothing of fashion, let alone fashion on Aetherius, but I'll wager no one down there has ever worn anything like this fine ensemble. Perhaps you can start a new trend. Would you look at that? Speechless! And there, I thought you may not like it. If you've a mind to try on something else, why not speak to my fellow artisans? I'm sure they'd be happy to oblige. You must continue wearing these garments in order to progress. You'll change back to your normal garments if you move too far away. Look to your map. Speak with the restless Loperit to restore or prolong the garment change. Oh my. Oh boy. This is not the fashion sense I wanted to. You know what? We'll just go along with it for now. Wait, what? Am I wearing chaps under these? Hold on. Okay, you can't actually see what it looks like. Okay. Leave me alone. I don't feel like fighting when I look so ugly. I'm so glad Xenos didn't linger. This would be humiliating. Jubilant. Okay. No one said you'd be coming, or, how can I help you? You wish to try my clothes? Really? Of course, it would be my honor. Do you have anything in mind? Anything with more flair? I'm looking for clothes with an altogether different design. Surprise me. These all seem relatively the same, but, you know what? Surprise me. I think I can handle that. Let's see. This should do. Still making me wear that mask. The gloves are weird. Some of my best work, yet. It's a relatively new concept incorporating an idea that's never been tried with clothing before. Fragrance. Can you smell the carrots? Ah, simply divine. I was worried how the concept would turn out when put to the proof, but it looks stunning on you. Would you go and show Livingway? I'm sure she's eager to see what we've come up with. You must wear these garments. I mean, it's better than some of the looks I got before I got glamours way back early on in A Realm Reborn days. Yes, back then, boy, that was really hodgepodgey. Honestly, this is slightly better than what I made myself wear back then. Living Way, can I not be wearing these clothes anymore, please? My, don't we look splendid? The result of much trial and error, but I know quality of work when I see it. Shh, you needn't speak. I can see your adoration for the moon and we leopards in your eyes. No doubt your friends will feel the same, having sampled our creations. I can see what they're wearing, too. If they are indeed wearing different clothes. They are wearing... Oh, goodness. Sorry to have kept you waiting. They insisted we sample all of their concepts ere we returned. Barely, 'tis an ensemble most becoming. Really, Ariadne? Really? No one complimented your fashion sense, have we? Yep. I think it's past time we return these clothes. Ariadne wearing the metallic gray, and he's like, I love it! Okay. I was so confident our garments would meet with your approval. Whatever are we doing wrong? The Watcher taught us that in his time, everyone wore the same robes. To do otherwise was against social etiquette. We thought we would appeal to modern taste by tailoring the robes to specific professions, but... Please, you mustn't be so hard on yourself. Should we resort to evacuating the people of Aetherius, they will most certainly have need of your attire. 'Tis clear you spared no effort in addressing our needs, but you must understand that we are not quite so homogeneous. Speaking for myself, what I wear now better suits my taste, even if it is of inferior make. But there are others whose choices may be influenced by traditions or personal experience. Rather than make assumptions for the whole, you must consider the individual and their potential preferences. I fear we've underestimated the complexity and diversity of your people. Even if we'd memorized every tome we received, I doubt we'd have fared much better. Maybe we're doing you a disservice trying to shower you with our baubles and frippery, thinking it was for your benefit when you'd be better off on your own. There are some who might agree. People who prefer to keep others at arm's length, even when they know they shouldn't. As one such former fool, I'd like to ask you a question. This plan to evacuate and escape the final days, did it account for the reflections of the source as well? Not that I'm aware of. They were born of Hydaelyn's love for Aetherius. Or we were born of Hydaelyn's love for Aetherius and the salvation of the people on that star, and that star alone has ever been our aim. Surely it's better to devote ourselves to saving one world than divide our efforts across 14 and risk failing them all. I suppose you're right. Living Way, might we have a leave to explore Bestway Burrows unattended? You have given us much to think about. Why, certainly. Until later, then. If I may, I should like to accompany thee a while longer. Really? I mean, you're more than welcome to. There actually was something I wish to speak with you about. Let's be off then, shall we? Yes? Ah! My apologies, I wasn't trying to spy or anything. Everyone's been talking about the visitors come from Aetherius, and I wanted to see what all the fuss was about. I was excited at first, but now I'm worried. What if the people of Aetherius refuse to come? What if we can't save them? It's clear we've made a mess of things. Oh, but wait! You still haven't visited the domiciles. Once you see them, you'll understand how wonderful the moon truly is. I'm sure of it. I'll be waiting for you by the teleporter near the entrance. Oh, and the name's Growing Way, by the way. See you soon. Loperits. Loperits everywhere. So many Loperits. All the carrots we could eat. So many carrots. I learned the answer to life, the universe, and everything. Oh, that just was unexpected. I'm just like, oh, random hitchhiker reference. Okay. I wonder if it changes. Like, did I still actually grab a blue carrot? I think I did. So I think it might change based on which carrot you actually grab. I just happened to pick the one with a reference I could appreciate. Oh boy. Alright, where are you, Growing Way? There you are. Oh, this is a teleporter, okay. You're here! You're really here! Thank you so much, sorry, what should I call you? Shalyn? Shalyn Renage, eh? Crikey, even your names are amazing. Well, Shalyn, we'll be using this teleporter to enter the residential area. Whenever you're ready. Alright, let's go. This can't be any worse than an elegant teleporter.
Ready in the teleporter.
Is that Adam Howden? Maybe not, but... that didn't work.
Huh? Access to living quarters restricted due to reconstruction. Then where is it? Oh no!
Growing Way? Where am I going?
A private audience, as thou didst request. For reasons I know not.
Oh. Yeah, you get to spy on Urianger, who's probably conspiring with people again.
Just a precaution. I'd rather I didn't have to ask the question at all, but I take my responsibilities very, very seriously. Do you and your friends, by any chance, find our accommodation wanting? Be honest, brutally even.
'Twould be ungracious of me to belittle the efforts of thee and thine.
Lovely sentiment, really. But the disappointment is writ plain on your comrades' faces. It's all the more frustrating since no one will come out and say what they find wanting. If there are faults in our work, we need to know. We can, we will do better. But time is not on our side.
They're so earnest. I love them.
The final days will wait for no one. If your people are to be saved, we must take quick and decisive action. This vessel must serve as a home for as many passengers as possible, for far longer than we may like. Which brings me to my request. Our collaborators on Atheris are doing what they can to prepare for the voyage. Would you be willing to go and lend them a hand?
It's the
Having
Charlians.
seen the moon for yourself, you could speak to its many splendors, learn what else they might require, and assuage whatever concerns they have.
Wherefore wouldst thou entrust me with such a task?
Why is it always
How to
Urianger?
put it? You're the only one who appears not to be wholly unsatisfied with our work. Oh, quite good at pretending that's the case, at least. Calm, collected, tactful to a fault. Very particular with your words, too. You understand that, in the face of great danger, one cannot pursue perfection at the expense of practicality. The difficult choices must often be made for the greater good.
And so fate doth conspire to set my feet upon this path once more.
Poor Yanje.
Come again?
Why is it always him?
Ah, idle musings. 'Tis no trifle, thou dost ask. Yet full well do I understand the urgency and necessity.
Oh, dear me! Dear me! I was terribly sorry for the mix-up. It's a bit of a malfunction. I hadn't realized the residential quarters were inaccessible, you see. But you're still in one piece. So, all's well that ends well, yes? Won't happen again. I promise.
You're adorable. I want to take you home with me. Poor Yanje. Every time. Gosh, that was embarrassing. I promise to do careful from now on. Since the residential quarters are closed for now, I've rerouted the teleporter to allow travel between floors instead. Hopefully it proves useful in the meantime. Shame you couldn't see it, though. You would have really liked it. Give me them pants. Now use the teleporter. Whee! They're dyed weird colors. Okay, that's actually still matching. Okay, cool. Okay, they're actually not dyed. Alright. In fact, I might actually dye them myself some color. Hold on, let me pull out what dyes I have. Do. Just to see how it looks, various colors. Interesting. Ooh, I like that brass. However, don't know that any of these colors would do. Hold on, actually. Wine red's not half bad. Pumpkin orange isn't bad either. If I was near a company chest and could grab something out of one of them. But then I'd have to pay the teleportation fee to come all the way back. Alright. I'll wait. Plus dying would get rid of the blue accents, so... It may not seem like it, but we've been planning for this far longer than I'd care to admit. Each time we woke up, we'd have a long discussion about how to save as many of you as we can. Felt like everyone had an opinion on this or that. But the one thing we all agreed upon was that the people of Aetherius wouldn't take action to save themselves until it was far too late. That's why we're striving to make the moon a vibrant, magical place they'd hop at the chance to visit, rather than waiting for the flames of oblivion to get them off their tails and force them to accept our invitation. The residential quarters may not be up to the necessary standards just yet, but there are plenty of other places worth seeing. You've already had a look around the Curatorium, but wait until you see what's waiting for you at the east end of the borough. Follow me! Oh, Buns. Oh, baby Buns. I know. You really would like us to want to be here, but abandoning our homes is not that easy. Ah, side quests! How many side quests have appeared? A nice handful of them, including a blue one. Alright, that's actually back in the Curatorium. Alright. Boop, 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 boop. I'll be along in a little bit, growing way. I gotta return to the Curatorium. What am I doing? That's what I'm doing. There we go. Right, this way. Actually, there's 2 blue quests? Also, let's see. Mare Lamentorum. I've only found 4. Keeping the elevator doors from closing person, lols. Oh, bother. There's no sign of any of them, and it's almost time to eat. You there. If you would happen to be heading to the Curatorium, could you let my fellows know that it's mealtime? If we don't eat, I can't take my nap. My thanks. They should come running at the mention of carrots of happiness, so just say those 3 magic words and they'll be on their way. Those were actually genuine yawns that I put out there. Excuse me, miss, have you by any chance seen any thieves prowling about with ill-gotten iron carrots? They're crimson, tender, and surprisingly heavy. The carrots, that is, not the thieves. If you haven't seen them yet, I'm sure you will. We've been told that you adventurers are quite good at solving crimes that no one else can be bothered with. Yeah, sure. Wonderful! I'm relying on you to solve our carrot caper. Honestly, what manner of fiend would deny a loper their dinner? Ahem. Anyway, our culprits, took 4 carrots in all. Those are not easy to carry about, so I dare say they can't have gotten far. Now I've put myself off into a yawning fit. Badum. Oh, carrot, my carrot, the prize we sought is won. I would say carrots of happiness. Alright. Say carrot of happiness. happiness. What? They're serving carrots of happiness today? Deep, luscious orange. That tempting, slender silhouette. Wait for me, my darlings. I'm coming for you. These lowbirds. They're just a little bit, okay then. Ugh. Did I really have to start giving myself a yawning fit? Scrumptious-looking iron carrot has been tragically abandoned in its prime. Iron carrot has been abandoned. Iron carrot is abandoned. Based on the primer you but recently received, you can say with relative certainty that iron carrots are not blue. There's another philosopher's carrot. There's a loperit I need to say carrots of happiness to. But first... these philosopher carrots really hit the spot. Just a few more. What? What? No, of course I'm not stealing. These are mine. Is it so wrong to enjoy an early dinner? Muddy Loperit stomps off in search of a place to eat in peace. You suspect this is not your carrot culprit. I mean, yeah, considering these are philosopher's carrots. There's another iron carrot, though. Only found the 3? Is there another one up there? Nope. Aha. There's the 4th carrot. Carrot, tragically abandoned in its prime. I mean, I found the iron carrots. Blip blip. Insufficient stock of iron carrots. Iron carrot detected. Initiating iron carrot procurement. I am not an iron carrot. What is with the music in this place? Something vaguely earthbound maybe about it? Right, more carrots of happiness. They're off in this direction. Oh my whiskers, a visitor from Aetherius! What do I do? What do I say? And have you brought any snacks? Carrots of happiness. No, just carrots, not carrots. Could that mean? Yes, it must be time to eat at last. Oh, how I have waited for this moment. There's nothing like a carrot of happiness to fill the void in one's belly and soul. Take the square root of the roots and you get... Carrots of happiness, you say? My, is it that time already? I was working out projections for optimal carrot production based on the total population of Aetherius to ensure that... Oh, never mind. I must make haste or I'll miss out on seconds. As long as they don't reproduce like like rabbits. So otherwise, this ship will become extremely crowded if we're all stuck here traveling. You've returned. And everyone else is accounted for. Sustenance is essential for us Loperits, though I suppose people are the same. In any case, we expend a lot of effort in raising the whole variety of carrots. Carrots of happiness are a new cultivar that are particularly comforting, though. It seems almost silly to have our workers consume so many carrots just so that we can produce more carrots. But that's a problem that can be solved with even more carrots. There's no need to worry about the details. I'll work out the figures just as soon as... What are we talking about? I didn't have any follow-up quests. Fascinating. You're back. Please tell me you found the carrots. The supporter? I would never have suspected. It's supposed to help us farm carrots, not eat them. I recall the technician said something about enhancing its code with a love for carrots to increase work efficiency. But to go so far as to steal carrots for itself, I fear it may now love them a little too much. Alas, those poor carrots. But at least we know what became of them and how to prevent this from happening again. Thank you for your assistance. And with how much I'm yawning, I think it's about time that I take a break. I have been going for a bit over 2 hours at this point, I'm pretty sure. Because, yeah, a bit after 3 is when I got on, 3:15-ish, so about an hour and a half or so. So, I will make my way to Growing Way, and well, I guess I'll finish whatever quest Growing Way has for me, and then I'll finish off there. Good, you're here. Through this door is the greatest End's Vale. It was named as such because it was the Vale to end all vales, the most beautiful forest you'll ever see. We understand the people of Aetherius enjoy taking leisurely walks through natural spaces and the like, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it. How about we start with a nice stroll to the fountain? This way! That's a forest? East. This way. They're trying. I'll give them that. They're trying. So we want to pop off this way. Southeast. They're trying. Like, seriously, how do botanists gather things here on the moon. Like miners I can see. There's also, I don't think I've seen any water for fishing holes either. Although I guess you could go moon fishing? You can probably fish in the giant craters. Continuing southeast. Oh, there's water. Speaking of. Alright, still have 4 more to find. In that big little space that I haven't been able to get to. Okay. Let's go ahead and just discover this corner. Oh, sightseeing spot. How that got put on our log is anyone's guess. So, what did you think of the forest? Isn't it positively pleasant, simply sublime? I couldn't see the forest or the trees. I didn't see any... Wait, you mean those crystals out there are... 'Tis as transcendent as burying your face in a chocobo's plumage and taking a good long whiff. Be somewhat honest. Didn't see any... Wait, you don't mean those crystals out there are... Right you are! Our forest is made of crystals and constructs, dotting the landscape as far as the eye can see. Building this place was a challenge, let me tell you. Since we were born here, we have never seen trees in person before, let alone a forest. The information sent by our collaborators was quite enlightening, but after much deliberation we decided to use crystalline constructs in place of living trees. And thanks to our atmospheric circulation system, this place produces air as clean as you'll find in any forest on Aetherius. The fountain behind us is powered by... Here behind us, powered by a rather large crystal adorning the top, plays a vital role in supplying us with fresh water. Much time and effort was spent making it the most spherical of spheres, and I dare say the unparalleled roundness speaks for itself. I enjoy nothing more than a nice long stretch and a spot of relaxation when I come up here. You look like you could do with a stretch yourself. I guess that is spherical. Okay. Yes, yes. Alright. That's the spirit. I feel more relaxed simply watching you. A sight worth many years spent building this place. If it's not too much to ask, it's always been a dream of mine to take a walk through this forest with someone from Aetherius. Could we, maybe... You will? Oh, be still my quivering whiskers! And he is accompanying you. Don't lose him. I guess we just go straight down here. I was thinking, Shalyn, that I could be more helpful to you by teaching you a little more about the moon and what it is we do. When we were first created, the moon's sole purpose was to hold Zodiark, and there was absolutely nothing to be found here. Eventually, Hydaelyn gave us our first task, furnish the moon with propulsion systems capable of facilitating travel to other stars. It sounds impressive, and I suppose in some respects it is, but it was only possible thanks to all the knowledge Hydaelyn shared with us. We also had a lot of time to get it done. 6,000 years, give or take. But anyway, let's keep going. Screen taste the rainbow crystal. What? No, I'm not sure what it is you do with crystals on Aetherius, but we don't eat them, and certainly not this one. It's possessed of all 6 elements: wind, lightning, fire, earth, ice, and water. We use crystals like these to maintain the moon's elemental equilibrium. It's worth mentioning, though, that because of Hydaelyn's influence, being the embodiment of tranquility and stasis and all, manipulating the elements here is different than it might be on Aetherius. A conjuring of fire would sooner dry your clothes than singe them, for example. Put simply, the etheric conditions are ill-suited to growth, which is why the surface is mostly barren. Of course, this was all necessary to keep the raging energies of Zodiark in check. Interesting. That's actually an interesting reasoning for things not growing on the moon. Why the moon looks the way it does, since clearly it has an atmosphere here. This may come as a surprise, but we didn't begin building the habitable areas until after the propulsion systems were ready. Considering how long it took, I wish we'd started sooner. Who would have thought we'd need 4,000 years to make all of this? It certainly wasn't work you dare rush either. We had to create infrastructure and countless supporting systems, some of which wouldn't be operational until hundreds of years later. And then there was that brief period where our productivity came to a screeching halt, when that bizarre red satellite was sent up from Aetherius. The aliens' mischief, I think. We thought maybe some new nefarious actor was colluding with Zodiark. All we could do was stand by and brace ourselves for the worst. I can't tell you how relieved we were when Hydaelyn informed us of its destruction. Oh yes, there was much joyous humming that day. That was the day that a calamity struck Hydaelyn and another rejoining happened, I'm just saying. Y'all were rejoicing as Zodiark got stronger. Say, do you notice anything peculiar about the treetops? I mean, apart from the fact they're massive crystals and not trees. I mean, they have balls on top. I'll give you a hint. It's the golden rings emanating from the glowing spheres. Along with the device fixed near the ceiling, they fulfill a role similar to our sun, and do so better even. The sun and similar celestial objects are the great expanse radiate energy that is harmful to your bodies. These rings shield you from that energy while allowing you to bathe in the perfect amount of sunlight, or rather a close approximation of it. Interesting. Pretty impressive, wouldn't you say? Oh, and if you look closely, you'll see different types of trees have ever so slightly different curvature. Yes, indeed, the forest is truly the greatest. You're trying, little guy, you're trying. I give you an A for effort. No, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Go away. Go away. Go away. What is with the fight music in this place? There was something else I wanted to tell you about. Oh, right. The propulsion systems and habitat facilities were completed around 2,000 years ago, and with that, the most important features were fit for purpose. Which is all well and good, except we still knew absolutely nothing about the present-day people of Aetherius. Why not go and visit Aetherius yourself, you might ask? Strictly forbidden. Were our technology or knowledge of the moon's true purpose exploited for evil ends, the results could be disastrous. Then there were a few more rejoinings, and it became increasingly difficult to converse with Hydaelyn. Fearful we might lose the ability to communicate with her altogether, we beseeched her to find people on Aetherius we could trust to help. We were quite fortunate everything worked out as it did. Huh, so you're the reason she decided to choose champions. With the exception of routine inspections and maintenance, we remained asleep and waited, hopeful Hydaelyn would find someone who would help us. Eventually she did, and though her power was waning, we were able to speak with them directly for a short while. We shared with them everything we could, including our knowledge of the heavens and a means to travel here to the moon. They certainly didn't waste any time with what we taught them. No more than a few years after that, our collaborators found the means to convey messages and supplies to us from down below. With all the letters, books, and resources they sent, we learned enough to start making more meaningful changes to the moon. And now you're here, hopefully enjoying yourself as much as I am. You're too cute. I knew you would like the greatest Innsvale. I knew it! Thank you again for coming here, by the way. I know it was just a walk through the forest, but it meant a lot to me. There you are. I take it you've already received the Grand Tour. A shame we missed it. Growing Way, I've been looking all over for you. Oh, is this about the teleporter in the residential area? No, never mind that. We have more pressing matters at hand. I will be calling an emergency meeting shortly, and your attendance is required. Really? I can't imagine why you'd need me there, but if you insist. We won't be away long, so you're all more than welcome to continue looking about the burrow. Now come along, Growing Way. Are we going to confront Urianger about what we heard? Before we arrived, you seemed to be in the midst of a rousing conversation with your guide. Did you learn anything of import? They spent 12,000 years preparing for this? With the appointed hour fast approaching, I can certainly understand their restlessness, but still. It remains to be seen if the people can be persuaded to evacuate when there are yet no signs of the final days. What's more, the technology of this place defies imagination. I doubt there are many who would readily come to terms with living in such surroundings. Whoever these collaborators are, unless they are possessed of the world's most charming personalities or a means to forcibly evacuate people, they will be met with a great deal of resistance. Indeed, even if faced with annihilation, the decision to forsake all one knows cannot be made lightly. Forgive me, friends, but I must beg your leave. There is another matter which yet begs for mine attention. Of course, we can accompany you if you like. Nay, that will not be necessary, if you will excuse me. Urianger! Huh? What do you suppose has suddenly tickled his fancy? 'Tis clear now the difficult decisions lie ahead of us. Preparation for the evacuation of Aetherius is indeed crucial, but I am not yet willing to forsake our world and its reflections, and I trust I am not alone in my reticence. Alright, and with that, I am going to take a much-needed break. Thank you all so much for watching. Never cease to be amazing, and bye for now.